Hello there everyone, welcome to another episode here on Tamurkhan, episode 11, and what do we have? We have Goldtooth approaching us, and it's also part of my short victory condition, so pretty sure I'm gonna have to go to war against him. I'm kinda sad that this doesn't have ogres there. Yeah, so diplomatic relations actually would help me more, because I kind of want Astrogoth to stay out of my way while I deal with Gravegore and Goldtooth. And I could also start going for cavalry stuff, but I think, yeah, the diplomatic chance of getting some good alliance, let's say, with the Chaos Dwarfs would be nice. So, where are we gonna go? Do I want some further units? I don't think so. I don't have a lot of income, and I kind of want to ensure that I can level up everything to tier 3, but let's just get a few things. Nah, I can't. I'll have to double check if there's any strength here. Let me get ready with backspace, and it's not necessary. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I can auto this one. That is excellent. Let's loot and occupy for the bonus there. I want some infections. Yeah, I want some more infections. Give me all the infections. Right now I'm gonna need it for, you know, better units and stuff, but for now it's incredible that I've only done one military building. That's how Tamurkhan works with the chieftain units, because you can get a lot of stuff just from fighting and getting the chieftain units out. So I have a natural barrier there with the other Chaos Dwarfs, and right now I'm thinking that I can go over to Titan's Notch. Let's get Infernal Champion here. That's good. Let me see. Oh, I keep forgetting that I can establish cults. This is where I'm realizing that I can establish cults. I should have established one once I recruited him. Let me go over to Warrior Rock and do that. I don't remember what the cults would give, so let me check. I remember it was good. So infections pretend, that's nice. Enemy lord present 20, that's cool. Income, when the settlement has a plague income. Oh, that's nice. Less infections per turn for plague duration. No thank you. Nurgle corruption, that's always nice. Nurgle corruption, research rate, more Nurgle corruption, and unit experience. I can get the research rate really fast with this. Like, because it gives Nurgle corruption to adjacent territory, so I'll get the corruption to another place, I'll get another cult. Yeah, I'm thinking that should be nice. I can get also a cult to Magus, but I don't think that I want it here yet. It just gives Nurgle corruption, but the maintenance cost is something that I cannot support. So I'm just going to go infections and Nurgle corruption in the local region. Yeah, I think so. I think that's better. Yep. I was considering getting even more Nurgle corruption, but I don't think that's necessary. So, that's good. Wish I had done that before, long ago. I could have had 2 more. So I'll need cultists to go all the way down Cathay to do those. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do with the cultists. Yeah, I'm gonna do one place where I only recruit the Magus cults, and that would be interesting. Because it's like a Magus cult costs the building and then costs like 3,000 in upkeep, because it takes 10 turns for you to build it. So that's why, you know, it's kind of like added to the cost, it's the 3,000. Okay, they don't like that I have treaties with the northern provinces, so at one point we're gonna have some troubles with that, but for now I'm feeling fine. Let's end up the turn, and what we have, Cragtongue, where are you? Okay, there's a full army there, so you're going to ambush. And you're gonna go in full battle mode. I wish the cooldown was more like 5 turns. I don't feel like that would be too much. Maybe 10 perhaps. 10 turns it's fine. Because other than that, it's like you're gonna make a cult or two. You can't make an economy based on cults, which would be interesting to have. So I think someone should have, reduced cults, or that you could have, to reduce the timer there for the cultist. Maybe you could have one cultist that has like 9 turns in between, which would be nice. Something like that, or even reduce it down to 6, or reduce it down to, a decent level, so you get to expand cults through the entire world. That would be interesting. Also, cults innately should always spread corruption, I feel. Like a lot of it. Like there's a cult there, you're definitely gonna have corruption. But still. Okay. I still have the upkeep reduction. And I can get income from all buildings. Then I can get the upkeep in the next turn, so that's cool. Let's get Nurgle corruption. And well, missile resistance, why not? Or just the fleshy abundance. Or just some ammo, yeah, why not? I mean, it's not really required. There's nothing really to face here. Let's get at the challenge stone or at the plains. Let's get at the plains. More spread chance or more duration? I think the duration is better. Let's infect it. I could summon a cultist to spread it out, but I mean, yeah. That would be different. And I cannot spread through the other corrupted places because they're full of other corruption. So it has to be places where they cannot tackle with the corruption, as properly. So, yep. Let's check diplomacy. Do they have anything? No, just Clan Ashen. Yeah, doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it. So there's a savage army there, the Blue Vipers. Let me just join up there. Let's move closer. There was a battle there that he lost with that full army, so now the Greenskins are on their final deathbed. Literally, they're gonna lose this one. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna fight, and they're still reinforcing, so that's kind of a bad problem. I think I can fight this out. Yeah, it's a minor settlement battle, why not? Let's just fight it out and see what happens. Yep. Feels good, feels good, feels good. There we go. Let's go. I was just analyzing how I would do things, and I'm considering that I need just the cavalry to deal with all of those units, so I'll just have the cavalry over there, and I'm just checking where is the better place to go with my units. There's only one entrance here, and then there's a couple of entrances here. I think this is the best way. I can't remember how the layout is inside, and actually that's going to cause me trouble because by going via this area is where he can actually lock me out. So I didn't predict that. What I want now is a couple of armies with, I'm going to split up the types of troops so that, they're somewhat balanced. They have tools to deal with everything. Let's go here, you're gonna go here, you're gonna go here. So of course one flank is better, but that's fine. It's not like the other location doesn't have enough to deal with. Let's move here. There we go. Yeah, very close. I can deploy, but I think I want the fireclaves here. I don't know if they're going to be able to fire because it's a little bit too steep, but we'll know. We'll know. That's a lot of troops. So yeah, let's just move here like that. There we go. You're going to go... This reminds me of going through medieval or Rome 1, This is how people used to do. Well, I used to do. I don't know if people used to do this. So let's just have my chosen ahead. These units behind, and then the fire glaives. There we go. And Kaisk the Befouled over there. How much time? Okay, 1 minute. That gives me about enough to start the harassment there in the beginning. But yeah, you can see that I'm locked out over there. I'm thinking over there I can put those units, the plague bearers. These are orc boar boys. Poor guys, they're gonna die. Yeah, let's deploy the damage there. Oh, I was on the other side. Oh goodness. Okay, that's gonna be a nice damage from the plague ability there. Yeah, these guys barely can hit. That's the problem. Sorry. I had a blessing of Nurgle to myself. Yeah, it's a problem. Like, you have to target the place, the barricade itself, because otherwise they won't attack. They will just try to go around to go and fight, you know? So there should be a way for them to choose the barricade, because it's easier to destroy the barricade. But currently they're not going for that. Okay, so the reinforcements have arrived. And then I'm just gonna lock the group. Tell them to attack. There we go. Do I attack those units? I think no. Let me attack the Lord. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let me attack the enemy Lord. That's good. A little bit of damage done by my missile troops. Not too much, but just enough to be damaging. There we go. Just steady movement. I actually missed my Toad's attack, actually. It wasn't that good, but the battle here is won, so that's fine. I don't know if he actually managed to attack. And this is the battle where I'm just gonna send my rotflies, and I'm gonna be so... I'm thinking, oh, I can send the rotflies, deal with those archers, and then suddenly it's gonna be much easier, you know? Can even summon a unit to help there, that seems good. And it's all fine. Let me use the Pandemicum ability here. There we go. Yeah, all of these guys are routing. That's good. Let's go over here. Tell them to attack the places there. I think I need to send I needed to send Tamurkhan against the barricade, because he really messes the barricades up. That's the problem. I should have done that way faster. Oh, I might need to go and have some drink. But still, yeah, that was the problem. I keep trying to do this ability, and it doesn't go over the barricade. So I thought I have to send the units to the barricade in order to do this. So let's go to that blocker, and then to this platform. There's some orc beacons there, but yeah, they don't go because of the barricade. Oh, that's silly. That's a little bit silly, yeah. There we go. All my front line is invading. That's nice. Yep. Even though I told them to go to the barricade, I'm missing that out. These guys are not attacking. Yep. I need to just destroy the barricades instead. And that's okay. This gave me so much confidence. I should have not sent them against these orc error boys. Because I thought, oh, that's fine. And suddenly they're not landing where they should. They're actually landing on those trolls. I don't know why. Or they were landing on the trolls. These guys did a good job. That's cool. And I'm thinking I'm gonna have army losses very fast when it's not true. It's still gonna take quite some time. And you can see that my rot flies are starting to die. And I didn't realize that they were actually caught by something. I don't know why. They must have not been able to lift off. And that's the big problem. You always have to monitor whether the flying units actually manage to lift off. And yeah, they're now under attack by stone trolls and or regular trolls or river trolls, and they cannot deal with those. There we go. Yep, now I realize, oh, what are you doing here? And because of that leadership, I'm gonna lose those. And I think I'm gonna lose just one. But no, I end up losing the second one too. I don't know why. It should have left, but it didn't obey the order. And I'm thinking here that it's gonna obey the order when it isn't really. There we go. I just want to be able to cast some spells and activate the next heal to see if I can save one of the rot flies. And it's still that platform. That's the problem. Whenever he goes through with some units, they stop attacking the platform. So it's kind of a pain to do this. That's why single entities are so important in most armies. And there we go, I lost the second rot fly now because of a silly mistake. And actually I lose it just as about they are going to go for army losses, so that's kind of sad. Alright. Yeah, I couldn't save those rot flies. But I can cause this to see if they will go into army losses. I can see already the leadership overall is lowering. There we go. Now I'm thinking I have to go over here. That's the place dominating all those barricades, but it's worthless now because victory is indeed ours. I'm just gonna wait to see if I can heal up a little bit, and that'll be it. But that's a nice victory. I could have handled this way better, but all learning opportunities, yeah. So, yeah, I'm just gonna capture or kill people here so that I can get another heal. And the heal is going to be all on these troops here. There we go. That's 4 of them. That's nice. Can only spread to 4 units, so I'm glad it actually healed up Kais to the full as well. That helps. And now I'm thinking if I do some casting here, maybe I can actually still do a third one, but no, it's impossible to have it. So yeah, that's the casualties we got. It's kind of sad, but yeah, end battle. And what is the outcome here? 2 rot flies lost, nothing else lost. There was, you know, a victory. That's also the end for the Greenskins, so I'm kind of fine. I'll get a few extra gold from the reduced upkeep, so maybe I can benefit from that. You know, like disbanding those units. It's never a late game unit. Anyways, so yeah. I can get 6 of them, honestly. Wow. Need to get rid of these savages, that's for sure, but it's not going to be yet. I want some chosen, but I still don't have that choice. I could go for just Chaos Warriors here, but I wish I had the Exalted Plague Bearers. Because if I had Exalted Plague Bearers, I think this is the second army that I'm going to go with. You know, building up to the max, really, because it's such an interesting army to have. Okay, let's get some Curse of the Leper or Rancid Visitations. I think the Curse is nice. Yeah, especially with the demonic army. I think I want the Curse of the Leper more than I want that. Alright. That's chosen. Locus of Fecundity, by the way, that's such a take. Let me show you the other ones. It's a direct damage. It's kind of fine. Locus of Virulence, it's decent. Melee attack is something that you lack. But Locus of Fecundity affects all allies in range. And this is just, you have that, you use it in the end of the... Use it at the end of the battle to replenish everyone, and that's such a cool thing. Let's go. What do I want? Filth Incarnate? To get some bonuses? Well, I think giving to these Chaos Warriors, it's more important. Yeah. And Molten Cores? That's cool. Sundering attacks are always nice to have. Okay, likely we're gonna have to fight against those savage orcs, savage greenskins. Yep. Feels good. Let's get the end turn. Oh, that's a nice decisive battle. No losses except the settlement garrison, which is kind of fine. Yeah, let's get infections from this. So 400, that actually means one plague and maybe one advanced item. Oh, I can get a flamestorm from an item? That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's actually excellent for dealing with Skaven and other stuff. It's excellent for dealing with everything, except ogres. So I'm not going to put it where I'm going to face the ogres, because it's not going to do too much. No, the vortex spells don't do too much. The direct damage, yes. Let's just fuse these items. It's a Hunter's Talon. I think I can fuse those arcane items too. So that's Missile Strength and the Ember Spear. I wonder if I want that. Yeah, why not? It's a better weapon. There we go. The channeling staff. Guess that's fine. And you can get another storm. No, the Father of Blades. I could get the Father of Blades, but I mean, I think that's better for him. But that's yet another ability, and already Tamurkhan has plenty of them. So I'm thinking no. I'm thinking that I can get, you know, some abilities to someone else. Yeah, enables poison attacks like no one has them. I keep forgetting that every single army that I have has a lot of poison. So yeah, let's go with the Exalted Hero of Nurgle. Let's give him some nice abilities and stuff. Let's give him some nice armor. Void armor, that's perfect. Physical resistance, Dietro Terror, it's nice. It always makes them invulnerable to it. Even if it's not essential as him, it's kind of fine. Asbo, I really don't have anything to do for this. I think what I'll do is I'll just save it for a fuse item later on. So let's get to the ancillaries. Okay, let's give him an Obsidian Lightstone and the Dodgestone. That's fine. This is just so the items are all properly set up. Ancillaries. Can we check? Let's go diplomatic relations. Yeah, why not? It's not like it's going to make too much of a difference because there's none nearby. War banner. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's go up to the skills. And this is for Rot Knights. There we go. Infernal Death Mask. Feels good. More melee attack and more weapon strength? Yeah, please. Have a lot of skill points to allow here. I'm thinking, actually, I need to reduce the upkeep. It's also something good about also good about the Nurgle armies is in Lords is that they have the upkeep right at the front, so that's cool. Okay, let's get this money well invested into stuff that can give me more income. I could get this recruitment pool, yeah. It's a tier 3, so it goes up to a lot of units. But let me see. Can get a plague also. Upkeep plague, that's always nice. Up to recruit health, that's okay. Casualty replenishment rate, that's also nice. So yeah, let's give it to Tamurkhan. And give it with 2 turns extra. So I'm going to spend a lot of infections there. That's fine. Next turn I'll build something good for units. Because right now I'm not too implied over there. Let's give it back. And now I'm earning almost 2k. That's cool. I can get some units, but I really wanted, instead of mortal units with a herald, I really wanted the other units. So I'm wondering, should I build... Well, maybe I should build just the cultist building. Why not? Or just the Gruth building. Do I have anything for gold? Yeah, I think so. I have to invest on these. That's for sure, because that's already 200 more, and suddenly I'm earning a lot of gold and being able to actually build up all my strength. Right now I feel like instead of having too many armies, I'm benefiting more from staying put. You know, I've dominated a lot of the map, so I might have just a little bit of a rearrangement of forces and just building up. Yeah, I think so. So that'll be for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.